Hello everybody, I hope you've had a good morning. You managed to do your morning fluency, some phonics and some English, and I hope you've had a good morning so far. To finish the morning, we're going to do some maths. Now just bear with me adults, because normally at school we use something called deans, which represent tens and ones, and I've tried to represent tens and ones with household objects. So if you don't have these objects, don't worry, but it's just examples and you can make your own objects using whatever it is you find. You'll understand more as I go through the slides, but I just wanted to give you a heads up, and then when you see the slides you can press pause and then go grab the things that you might need. Okay, so going to share my slides with you now. So here we go. So these are those deans that I was chatting to you about just then. So just children, if you can, just tell your parents what each of the different things mean. So what does this represent and what does this represent? So just have a quick discussion, just a chat, see if you know. Press pause now and then you can chat about it. Okay, you should have discussed that the red bar represents 10. Now, it's maybe a bit tricky to see, but let's just double check. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's clear that that would be a 10. And here we go, we have a 1 here. This represents 1. So we're looking at 10s and 1s. So here is where it gets a bit interesting. Have a quick think, what could you use to create 10s and 1s? I have thought of cereal boxes because they are slightly taller, and then pots or tins of beans. You could use, I don't know, like a jug of water and some glasses, anything that you might want. So it might be an idea now to maybe go grab a couple lots of 10s, so maybe 2, 3 cereal boxes and a 10 ones, and that will help you because you can press pause, show the physical resource, the physical concrete resource, which is what we would be using at school. Children would all have their own deans so that they can use them on the table whilst they're doing the working out. So we're looking at 10s and 1s today. Let's get going. So have a chat to your, well, obviously don't, have a quick play with your 10s and 1s, whatever you're using. Make this number and tell me what the number is. Off you go. Okay, the number would be, of course, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So you would have written 14, just like this. You might have written 10 plus 4 equals 14. So there is another way. And you could represent it in your part whole models that we touched upon yesterday. Or I think it was the day before. Okay, now I've used a shoebox and some shoes. Have a quick think, count them, press pause, make them with your resources, and make this amount. Okay, so I know I've got 10. So I've got 10, 11, 12, 13. Well done if you've got that one right. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Oh, I've used a teapot and some cups for this one. So I've got 10. Okay, that's correct. If you have managed to get 12, that was right. So 10, 11, 12. Fantastic. Right. Ooh. Have a quick think, press pause. What do you think this one might be? Okay, so we might need to remember what we did yesterday when we were counting with the number grid, and we counted in 10s at one point, so this could become useful. So I've got 10 plus 10. Okay, so I've got 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. Perfect. So I've got 20 plus 3 equals 23. Fantastic. I think we're flying through these today. I want you to have a look at these. See if you can circle the number that have 5 tens. Okay, it might be a bit of a trick question, but you need to look at the tens, not the ones. So 5 tens. Okay, right. That's right. You should have circled 57 because there's 5 tens. So it would go 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And 50 is 5 tens. 5 lots of 10. Okay, have a go at this one. Circle the number that has 2 ones. There might be more than one. So press pause. You can write down the number on a piece of paper or a whiteboard or whatever you might have. So 2 ones. Press pause, off you go. Okay, good job. So that is 42. Oh, that was a bit wild, wasn't it? And 82. Those are the ones with 2s because I know that 82 has 8 tens and 2 ones. 42 has 4 tens and 2 ones. So you could even try now quickly with your adults, make some of these numbers. It might be easier to make the lower numbers because of resourcing. Right, so I'm going to show you how I would do this example because you later on are going to try some questions like this of your own. So you're going to be given this frame and you need to work out how many tens and how many ones there are. So I have used my resources. I have made the amount. So I've got 2 lots of 10. So I've got 10, 20, and then I've got 1 1. So I know that this is 2 lots of 10 and 1 1. And then we can see that the total number would be 21. Okay, so that's how I would do these questions. Okay. Then you might have some questions that look a little bit like this. So this is how we would show it in school with our deans and our ones, but I have used my cereals and my tins again to try and help me represent it. So I've got 1, 2, 3 lots of 10. So 10, 20, 30. So I'm going to write 3 tens. Then I'm just going to check 1, 2. You can help me. Let's start again so you can help me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 9 ones. So shall we check that I collected 9 tins of beans? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've got 9 ones. Okay. So just have a look at this and tell me if I'm on track. 3 plus 9 equals 39. Yeah, sorted, done it. That was easy, no problem at all. Okay, you're right. I've made a little bit of mistake, but that's okay because mistakes are meaning we are learning. So I've got 3 tens. Now, what is 3 tens? We need to count them. So 10, 20, 30. Okay, so I would need to write 30 down there. Okay, 30 plus 9 ones. Now, how would I represent 9 ones? Yeah, just by writing the number 9. Okay, now equals something. So let's just double check. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33. It might be an idea, sorry, for you to put them in order so it's easier to count. So 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Okie dokie. So now I need to complete my number sentence and write my number 39. There we go. So that is how you would work out some of those questions. students. Okay, so I'm just showing you a few different ways you can do it. Okay, so that your adults are able to support you and you can remember how we have done it in the past. Okie dokie. Now, the next dimension to the question. Okay, so let's see what we've got. Okay, my number is the whole is 19. It has tens and ones. One part is 10, the other part is Now, remember what this model is. We've done it before. It is a part, whole model. Okay, so we know that this is part over here, and this is part. So I know that I have part here, okay, and at the other part here. Okay, so let's also highlight this bit. So part is, and then here we go, part is. Okay, so we already are a bit clear on that. Then we know part, whole. So the whole number is the number at the top of the part, whole model. Okay, so we know that this is the whole number. So the whole number is 19. So what we can do now is we can use this time to write the number 19 in our part, whole model. Here we go. You would do it, just pop it there, okay? And you can draw this out if you need to. Then it says here, one part is 10. So I know I've got 10 there, correct. The other part is, let's count them. 1, let me get a pen. 2, the helpers. So I've got 1, do the highlighter because then it's easier to see. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I know that I have got 9 in my, on that side. So I would have written, one part is 10, the other part is 9. Okay, so let's recap the whole sentence. My number is 19, well done. So my number is 19, I know that because it's there. The whole is 19. It has 10, it has tens and ones. So we need to look at our part, whole model and see. So how many lots of tens are there? Okay, yeah, there are one lot of 10. How many how many ones are there? Okay, yeah, there are 9 ones. I might have already just told you, but slip of the tongue. Okay, so that is what one of the questions might look at. So if in future, those 3 examples, you get stuck with any of them, just go back and just check how I did it and check how I've associated what with what, if you see what I mean. So you can see that this all links. So, oh, wrong color. Let me rub that out. Apologies. So you can see here, still the wrong color. Mrs. Brandt. It's like real teaching, making these mistakes. So you can see that 110 is equal to 10, okay? And then similarly, you've got part is 9 and 9 ones here. And likewise with this one. Okay, so you can start to, maybe for anybody that needs a bit of extra scaffold, you can do what I've done with the colours, and that might help you, okay? Or if you want to, when you get to these questions, you can just verbalise them. So the adult maybe could draw the picture out, or you could use your resources to make a part, whole model, have circles on the ground somehow, and use it that way. So that could be a way. You could even use plates for these things, and you could have a knife as a 10, and then something like some grapes or some peas as each of the ones. So that could be your idea of doing it. Okay, so what you're going to do today, first challenge, is have a go at these. Make the number using household objects. Write down how many 10s and how many 1s there are. Have a go at it. And then once you've done it, press play and it will move on to the next ones. So pause it now. Have a go. Cool. Well done for doing these. This first challenge. I'm now going to show you your next questions. If it works. Okay. And this is more so that we can see that you know that 1 10 equals 10, for example, or 2 lots of 10 is 20. Okay, so remember to count in your 10s when you're doing it, and don't be afraid to go back or to press pause when it's on this part so you can see how I worked mine out. Okay, so press pause now, go through these questions, and good luck. Okay, and now it's your final set of questions. Now, this is where I suggest that you do it possibly more verbally with your adult, or like I suggested, you could use plates because you can physically set plates out like the part whole model if you needed to or you wanted to, but maybe just have a conversation with these questions, and that could be a good idea. Okay, don't forget, use the colors that I have used if you need to, and you can go back on the video to see how I worked it all out. Okay, and then your challenge X, don't worry if you're feeling pretty exhausted by now. I have given you a lot to do, but I know some children are really enjoying the challenges and some will find this very easy, others might find it really difficult. That's absolutely fine, but I just thought I would give you an extension so that you can do this yourself. So this is your fluency focus, which is what we do at the end of the lesson. It's like a plenary. So I'll show you this. You need to find out which one is the odd one out and how do you know. Okay, your challenge X is to create or draw your own models like this and ask, show your adults, ask people in your household, and maybe you can trick them out and show them where the odd one, not show them where the odd one out is, and they have to sit and work them all out. Might be quite tricky, but it means that it's really stretching you because you've got to make a purposeful mistake to help others with their learning and yourself with your learning. So press pause now. You can see this part. I might make it a bit bigger, so if you have chosen to do this, you can. And there's the questions. Press pause now. Have a good go at it. And good luck with all of your maths today.